Incoming transmission.
Picture this. A recording studio somewhere far, far away.
Welcome, watchers of Illusion, to my Castle of Confusion. It's the 5th of April, and we're looking at Dizzy on the Amstrad for a change. Now, the big difference between this one and the Spectrum version, slightly more colours, less colour clash, or actually no colour clash, and music. Music in the game, which I'm just going to be quiet for a minute, just so you can hear this. So you get that music all the way through the game, it's great. The Spectrum version was a little on the quiet side. I'm guessing that they didn't have enough memory to incorporate the tune in as well. You can see here that Dizzy actually has his red boxing gloves and his red boots, which is really cool. He also has a weird green tinge. Now, I'm not quite sure what that is meant to be. I don't know whether that was for green screen monitors to give it sort of a shading effect, but I don't know. If the Oliver twins are in fact watching this video, maybe you can shed some light on why Dizzy has this green tinge round him. He's not meant to be a rotten egg. In fact, was Dizzy meant to be an egg in the first place? That is the big question. Everything is egg-shaped, so I'm guessing so. I don't know. You can see the presentation is the same as the Specky, which is nice. But obviously with a nicer sort of colour scheme going on. Now, the Amstrad did have that to its advantage anyway. But this game's great on any system, to be quite honest with you. I loved it on the Specky. It was one of the first games I ever owned, actually, when I had my 128K. The Spectrum version of Dizzy, the ultimate cartoon adventure. It was one of my first ZX Spectrum. I know it wasn't a 128K game at the time, but it was one of the first ones I had for my 128K computer. And ever since then, I've been a great fan of the Dizzy series. All the puzzles remain intact as well. So if you've played it on any of the other formats, then you'll know exactly what you need to be doing. Like the plastic raincoat here, I'm going to try and use that now without getting annihilated by this bird. If I can get up there. Oh, no. Got to get. It's quite some precision jumping to be had in certain areas of this game. And you probably remember. There we go. I've just got murdered by that bird. No, it's not good. I do like the presentation of this. It's very nice. The music's alright, actually. Whenever you pick up an object, it sort of does interfere with the music a little bit, but you know what? That's just such a small niggle. I'm not even going to bother docking any points for that. Now, you can see there, that's where the apple spawns. You don't want to jump over that like I just did, because you're going to hit the apple regardless of what happens, because it's obviously a spawn point. Now, you can get a hard hat later on, which will deal with said apples. And other things like this bird seed will deal with those pesky birds, which is great. There's always something to do for everything. You know, if there's a hazard, there's something that will neutralise it, which is always nice. So, like the raincoat, we're going to get rid of the raindrops. There's a can of insecticide somewhere to get rid of the spiders. Hard hat for apples. I think there's some garlic somewhere for the vampire bats. There's something for everything in this game. And, you know, what I like about this game, it's readily available for any age group as well. I think that's the insecticide. Which we don't need at this exact point in time, so I'm going to leave it there. What I will suggest to do in this game is, if you do require some of these objects, is to remove them from their location and put them somewhere that's in a fairly easy to get to location, so that you can then go and retrieve them with very little bother. The last thing you want to do is go all the way around to one side of the screen to realise you've got to go to the other end of the map just to retrieve an item that you needed earlier on. So that would be my advice if you're new to the Dizzy series. And if you are new to the Dizzy series, welcome! Welcome to one of the best games you'll ever play in your life. Lovely puzzle elements mixed in with a fetch and carry system. Now, you can only carry one item at a time. That never changed. In fact, I think Treasure Island Dizzy, I think, was when it first introduced multiple objects to be held. And each game from then on also. Now you'll see this here. If you hit this at the wrong point, it will vanish, and then you are totally screwed because you can't. You won't be able to get to the other side, and you've got to get ingredients to put in that flask that is there, which I should have probably picked up and taken back over to the cauldron, but I can't be bothered. I'll do that maybe another time if I can do it in this review. I will. But it's quite a nice little effect actually. That when you light the cauldron, the flask will bounce up and down on top of it. It's quite cool. So to get off these mushrooms, which propel you into the air, is you just jump off them like so, and then hope you don't roll into the spider. It's a vast game. There's lots to do, lots to see, and I think it will appeal to quite a lot of enthusiasts of this genre. Puzzle element is great. Doesn't keep you guessing for too long. So it's good for younger players, good for older players as well. And for all you completionists out there, it's definitely worth a shot of getting it done. Because there is an end game, and there is a point to it. You need to go and find the evil wizard Zax. Once you've got the potion, that's when you will go up into that castle and use it. So yes. But I like this version. What was your favourite version, actually? Tell me on the comments. Was it the Spectrum version, the Amstrad version? Which version did you prefer? I kind of like the Amstrad version. It's nice, a bit more colour. But I grew up with the Spectrum version, so I can't pan that too much. In fact, I have reviewed the Specky version of Dizzy, the ultimate cartoon adventure, elsewhere. So if you'd like to troll through my videos, or just go to the search banner, you can do it from that. Please remember to subscribe so you are kept up to date with my videos. Sorry for the delay, by the way. I've had to do a reformat of the computer again. So I've had to reinstall everything, so sorry about that, but I am now back, and we should be back on schedule again. The Easter holidays obviously is a bit of an awkward time to do reviews, because obviously I've got a few more voices around me that I don't normally have during the day, but I will do my best to bring you the 3 reviews a week during said holidays, not just the Easter holiday but the summer holiday as well. Anyway guys, I'm going to leave it there. This has been Dizzy, the Ultimate Cartoon Adventure on the Amstrad CPC 464, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much, and oh, there we go. Yeah, I've just messed that up totally. So, what a great place to leave it anyway, guys. Hope you enjoyed the review. Keep it retro. I'll catch you next time. Bye for now!